Start today in a comfortable seat and allow your legs to cross, your eyes to close, and you allow yourself to breathe. Now what today's class is going to do, it's going to help you build up strength and control in your shoulders. This is going to give you a lot more confidence, not only just arm balances, but also your vinyasa, also in a stronger class. And you'll notice a big difference even when we're doing kind of more basic poses. You'll feel your body being more stronger. You'll be able to hold that pose longer, and then when you have that trust in your body, your awareness can really drop into the body. You can really focus on like the meditation aspect of your physical practice. And breathe. Excellent. Send our hands to our center and we'll just have a gentle warm up to the wrists. Whilst you're sitting in your cross-legged position, start to move your hands up and down. So we're circling the fingertips from the floor to the ceiling. Allow your palms to move and like separate if you need to. Excellent. Okay, just give the wrists a little bit of a wobble. Circle at the wrists, straight fingers or clenched fists. It's up to you. Okay, we're going to open up the hands and close the fingers. Open up the hands, close the fingers. Very good. And we're going to send the hands out to the side of the body, lengthen through the crown of the head, and we're going to turn the left palm up, turn the right palm around, so we're getting that nice twist through the shoulders. And we're just going to inhale and exhale, breathe across. Very good. Okay, lift the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers and lengthen through the sides of the body. And if you can, just gently leaning over to the side. Feel that stretch down the right side or left side. Inhale, center, and opposite side. And release back down. Cool, untuck the legs. Bring your hands behind, and for now we can have the fingertips facing backwards, and we're just going to lift the bum and move it forward until we find that nice stretch through the biceps, shoulders. If you want to extend your feet here, feel free. So just warming into the shoulders, getting that shoulder extension nice and open. If you feel like you want to send the fingertips back or the bum forward to deepen the stretch, please feel absolutely free. And then walking that back in. Perfect. Okay, so bring ourselves to our knees. We're going to have a good full body warm up first, and then get into some arm balances after that. So from here, just pressing back into the knees and then forward over the wrists. Back into the knees and forward. Okay, send the left foot up and continue to do the same. But straightening that front leg, dropping into the hips, just getting everything nice and loose. You need hip opening in arm balances, you need full body flexibility. So let's just really drop into our practice. Feel they get a little bit bigger, a little bit more dynamic as you go. Last time. And bring that back. Opposite leg forward. Perfect. Send that back and forward. So really using your breath in this dynamic flow to warm up into the hip. Feel everything loosen off. Okay, perfect. And bringing that to a stop here. Okay. Release that right leg, hands underneath the shoulder, and we're just going to warm into the wrists here. So right arm or left arm, doesn't matter which, stays nice and anchored. And then the other hand, palm facing up. We're just going to circle around the wrists. Very good. There's no pressure in the arm, it's all in that base arm. Okay, and then switch. Let's move that arm all the way around. And then on the back. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to see if we can take the insides of our wrists forward, fingers back, into this nice deep stretch. Now here, some of you will find this really difficult, so stay forward with the shoulders over, or lift the palms up. If your wrists are quite flexible and you want to bring your shoulder blades, your shoulders back, then you can. Go to where you feel the stretch, and it should feel like a nice opening rather than, uncomfortable. Okay, relax there. Perfect. Bring yourself to knees and just give your wrists a bit of a shake. Very good. Well done. Okay. From here, let's get the elbows going. Squeeze the glutes, nice and active through your posture. And then change direction. It's really normal if you're clicking and just feeling everything opening up. Perfect. Okay, so bring yourself to your feet and we're going to get into the shoulders. So we're just going to swing one way and then the other. One way and then the other. That's very good. And from here, see if we can keep the arms going all the way over and back. Same direction. Allow the hips to turn. So one arm's going clockwise, the other's going anti-clockwise. Should start to feel the shoulders getting nice and warm. And time, and swap. That's it. The opposite direction. And last one. And let that shake out. Cool. Okay, well done everyone. Let's loosen into the lower back, hamstrings. Hands to the center, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down, tilt the tailbone, over we go, forward fold. Walk out your fold. Left foot back, right foot back. Inhale, lift all the way up. Squeeze the glutes. And exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, from here we're going to send the right foot back, followed by the left foot, holding high plank. So pushing into the arms, protract the shoulders, then let the shoulders dip. And we're just doing a few scapular press-ups. So you're just going to let your scapulars move up and down. And hold there. And press back for downward facing dog. Very good. Walk out the hamstrings. From here, we're going to push over into upward facing dog. Squeeze the glutes. Very good. And back we go to a kneeling position. Cool. Very good. We're going to get the body a little bit warmer in a minute. We're just going to go through some sun salutations, just get everything nice and fluid. And then what we'll do is start to build up into some basic arm balances. Not all arm balances mean that you have to take like everything off the floor except your hands. We'll build up to it slowly. So we'll start our sun salutations from a high plank position. And we'll take a bit of a modified one today. So we'll actually take the feet together. And from here, we're going to try Chaturanga. If Chaturanga's beyond us, drop the knees and then bend at the elbows. So as we exhale, we're going to fold at the elbows, bring ourselves down. And then we're going to inhale, draw through for an upward facing dog. And from here, we're going to exhale for downward facing dog. Perfect. From here, we're going to roll over all the way down. Hold, push forward. Up and back. Very good. Downward facing dog. So it's a nice little flow. It's a strong little flow. Use your knees if you need. When you move from downward dog to Chaturanga, roll by lifting up your heels. Imagine a roll of energy, a wave of energy running through your spine and then dropping the elbows down. Push forward on the toes, gets you into a really lovely upward facing dog position where you're squeezing your bum, pointing the toes and supporting the lower back before bringing yourself back into downward facing dog in that nice straight line from your shoulders to your hips. Okay, 2 more times. Push over with control at the elbows and up to dog. And exhale back. Last time, pushing forward, dropping down, lifting up, and this time exhale back into a wide child's pose. From here, I want you to stretch your hands out in front and get that nice stretch through your chest. And breathe. And when you're ready, lifting up. Okay. Is everyone feeling a bit warmer? Or do you need to do a little bit more warming up? We good? Okay, we'll do a kind of warm up into the arm balances as well. Okay, core strength. There are so many arm balances we could try. Obviously the common one that people start off on is crow pose. And we will start with that because it just gives you the opportunity to kind of take the feet off the floor but build up the strength as well. But over the next couple of classes I wanted to show you a few extra arm balances that you may not be aware of. Okay, so with crow, what we're going to do is first create our base. Now we'll do this together, and what I want you to do is from a kneeling position, I want you to bring your hands into the floor, and we'll start off with the easy crow version. And I like to just slightly tilt my hands inwardly here. So rather than the hands facing forward, I just like to bring them in. So if I bend my elbows, you can see they've got this like nice 45-degree angle. So they're not 90 degrees, they're not tucked in by the elbows, by the ribs, like 45 degrees to the body. Okay. Now from here, I want you to kind of push into the mat, imagining that there's a nice circle of energy from your hands, through your arm, through your chest. It's like you're trying to squeeze the mat. You can see my mat actually lifting up here. Okay, and you'll feel your chest active. That's what I want you to hold on to there. Yeah, everyone feel that? Yeah, release that. So do you feel like that gripping into the mat with your hands? Cool. Okay, take a little rest. Now from here, what I want you to do is just lift up your feet and your knees and just walk your toes up and bring your knees to the back of your triceps. And from here, I just want you to press your knees into the back of the arms whilst you're squeezing into the mat. Okay, so bring it in, squeeze the knees, keep the feet on the floor, and then walk it back. Okay, if you need to take a little rest there, please do after each one. But what we can do now is just start to get it in a bit of a repetition where we anchor in, we get that nice and strong, we walk the feet up, we press the knees, equal pressure between the triceps and the knees, and then we walk it back. Okay, I just want you guys to practice that. Take a little rest in between if you need. Nicely done, Tara. I can see you're pressing your knees directly to the back of the tricep. I take it you're moving into like full crow. What you can do if... Tara, can you do full crow? Like the final pose? Okay. What I'd like you to try, because where you're walking up your hands there, it looks like you're walking up your knees all in line. And this is like the final posture of crow, where we lean forward and then take the feet. But an easier version, I say easier, it's still bloody difficult, is where we actually hook the knees around the triceps. So hopefully, if you're walking it up here, your knees are actually going a little bit around the triceps, if that makes sense, rather than straight onto the back of the arm. Yeah, that's better. So don't jump up. Just walk the feet up, hook the knees on, keep equal pressure between the knees and the triceps there, so you're like squeezing them together, and then walk it back. That's it. Excellent. Jenny, when you did that then, that was looking good. See if you can just get into that position, hold strong, and lift the bum a little higher. So by extending your knees. That's it, so walk it in. That's it, equal pressure. That's, okay, cool. Yeah, you can really see your shoulders working there as well. Your shoulders look shredded. Excellent. Emma, your wrist's okay? Cool. Sylvia and Kate, I can't see you. So, I'm going to trust that you're doing all right. Okay, guys, take a little rest. Or Tara, if you want to show me here.
I'm all right so far. We'll see when we come to lift our feet off.
We may or not get to there. Let's take a little...
I want to try it.
Okay.
Alex, but I have got my pillow in front of my face, just in case
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, let's try to auto zoom. So, okay, Jenny, Tara, everyone just unmute yourself a sec, if that's okay, and just let me know how you're getting on with that. Tara, how did you find it? You're shaking your wrists. Is everything okay?
Yeah, they're just a bit sore.
Are they? You don't... That's probably your limit then. I'll show you a few variations before that. There's no pressure to get off. Is that kind of the limiting factor for you here, your wrists?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been able to do that pose.
Okay, because of your wrists?
I don't know, but they're just like the pressure there on the outside of the wrist it feels quite sore.
Okay, no worries. What we can do is either roll up your mat to take the angle out. I'll show you a few variations in a minute. Okay, Jenny, did that feel okay?
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I have been able to get into crow, but it's never the correct way. I'm always just on the back of my arms as opposed to the proper way. So I'm quite happy to keep pushing forwards.
Proper crow is ridiculously strong, so it'll take time to build up to that. But they say easy crow, it's not easy crow at all, but it's just a different variation that it's easier than the harder version. There we go.
Alec, can I clarify something?
Yeah, please do, Sylvia.
For me, I seem to be pressing my knees just above my elbows. Is that right?
Just above the elbows. Okay. Okay, so okay, do you get okay, so just here. That's going to make it a lot harder for you because you're pushing on the joint even more. Okay, so the higher you get up the tricep, the better. What stops you getting up a little bit higher? Is it body shape? Can you get to this point and like come up on the toes and then hook up on the triceps rather than down here?
I think I need to go up on my toes.
Yep.
Stick my butt further in the air.
Normally that's the case. As saying to Jenny, is like stick the bum up higher because your central point of gravity shifts up. But the higher it goes, the more you're leaning forward, the more scary it is. So that's where the fear comes in. So just try lift the bum up a little bit higher and then get the knees a little higher. Same with you, Kate. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm doing it right. I don't know. I can get my feet off and balance. So I'm balancing now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've got my off. You probably can't see me because I've only got a dual light on.
Well, if you're balancing already, that's pretty good, Kate. We were just keeping the feet on the floor.
The sides of my knees go
Yeah.
to the top of my arms. Is that right?
Top of your arms?
Between my elbows and my shoulder.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So if you're wanting to go a little bit further, we'll do that in a moment. Tara, I'm just conscious of your wrist. Do you want me to give you a variation here to work on?
I'm not going to do that first bit.
You're just going to do that first bit. Is that okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Right, okay, next bit. If you get your knees nice and high, from this position, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the bum up. We're going to walk the knees up nice and high. We're going to hook in, equal pressure, so the elbows aren't moving, the knees aren't moving. We're going to lean over, and that may be enough for some of you. But if you want to go a little bit further than that, what you can do is just take one foot off, down, followed by the other foot, down, followed by the other foot, and then have a rest. So this is getting your head over the hands a little bit more, which takes more trust. It's going to feel a little bit more fearful. So just take your time, one at a time, to move on. Nicely done. Cool. Jenny, with those feet off then? Oh.
Momentarily.
Very good.
Go, Jenny.
Yeah, they're off now. Oops.
Well done. I've had it like where, oh yeah, it's doing it. Oh shit, I'm gone.
Yeah. Just wait for the thud.
Cool, very good. Yeah, well done. Em, you okay? Just having a little lie down? No worries, you can have a lie down if you want, that's not a problem. Okay, and then just finish the one we're on. Excellent. How does that feel, everyone? Just check in, I know we've done a bit more. Well done, Jenny. Well done, Kate. And well done, Tara, Sylvia, and Em as well. Wrists okay?
My wrists have had enough, I think.
Yep.
I did that off for a couple of seconds.
Well done. Excellent, Sylvia.
Where's the shoulder, I think?
Okay. Okay, so we'll stop that there for a little moment. What we'll work on here then is just a little bit of strength for something for you guys to just to work on with this. What would be really helpful is from this position is just some kneeling press ups where we come down and extend all the way back up. And just working on some deliberate strength. If your wrists are a little bit sore, please stop, and we'll get into a few other arm balances in a minute. I do there, just because it helps with my crow posture. Kind of gets into that habit. What I like to do, actually, a little tip, is if you do have your hands, you don't fully have to be 45 degrees. But if you imagine a triangle from this hand to this hand, and then as you fold forward, you create the tip of the triangle with your nose. So you've got these points. So rather than bringing yourself down, you create the triangle with your nose and then press back up. Excellent. Okay, have a little rest and shake out the wrists. Nicely done. Cool, cool, cool. We will build on that moving forward. I'll have a look at other arm balances as well that we can add in. There are quite a few, but I just want to build up slowly with it. Crow tends to be the one that we can quite easily add in because it's very similar to other postures. Okay, very good. Is everyone's wrists done for the day?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, in that case, we'll get off the wrists. Right, what I'll do is we'll have a bit of stretch to the shoulders, have a bit of a flow, and then we will wind down. I'm just going to put everyone on mute. Okay. So, Sylvia, I know this one isn't for you. If you'd prefer to take a wide happy babies, feel free, but if not, then we're going to move into melting heart to really open into the shoulders and stretch through the wrists. Take a deep breath in and breathe. Bring ourselves in. Okay, and we're going to turn ourselves around back to a seated position. I want you to come back into the shoulder extension stretch we did at the start. So really good for loosening off your shoulders. That's it. Only go as far as you wish, but feel this into your biceps, your forearms, the front of your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath there. And release back up. Well done. Okay. So from this position, we're going to move into Janu Shirshasana. So bring the knee up towards inside of the hip. Take a block if the knee is nice and high. And inhale. We're going to twist around to the folded knee. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe here. And release back round. Okay, and what we're going to do here is forward fold over that straight leg. Just be mindful of that folded leg. Make sure there's no compression through the knee. What I like to use is stretch forward, like it stretches at the back of the shoulder. So trying to interlace the fingers together and then use your toes to pull you deeper and stretch through the shoulders. Feels really nice. Release back around. Extend that foot out. And the opposite knee foot comes in. Okay. Inhale, exhale round the twist. Release that back to center, and when you're ready, exhale over. Find your focus with this. And release that back. Well done. Okay. Now, we're going to move into a deep shoulder stretch just to help with arm balances today. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate. Some of you have done this already. We're going to lie down, kind of Van Knees 90 degrees. And we're going to slide our hands together. This top arm, we're going to reach forward, and then from there, we're going to slowly move it around. And when you feel the hand start to leave the floor, we're going to stop, take a deep breath in, and exhale and just dissolve into the twist. And see if we can get our hands touching the floor again. This is going to be a lovely stretch after arm balances. We're going to take our time coming all the way around this nice deep twist, and then we're going to move back the other way. And we can take our time with this and really slow it down. Perfect. From here, we're going to come to the opposite side, so in a way that feels good for you. Let's move to the opposite side. When you finish this one, if you're not there, just take your time. So we want to do 2 on each side. No rush whatsoever. You'll find that one side will be a little bit more open than the other. This is such a good way to tune in with your breath, tune in with your body, and just feel where your body's tight, especially in certain positions we don't often get into. release this final one. Perfect. From here, we're going to open up the hand all the way across the body into a nice twist. I'm going to bring the knees over into the opposite side twist and bring the hand with it. And we're going to bring the hand back over. Take the knees through the range of the twist, keeping the shoulder blades on the floor, and bring the right arm back. I just want you to find a nice flow with this. Twisting through the spine, really stretching through the shoulders. Now you'll find that certain poses, or well, certain parts of this, that just feel like, that's the spot, that's where I need to be. So just stay there, move, listen to your body. And one more time, over. And to finish here, I'm going to bring the knees up into our center. Grab through the toes into Happy Baby. Allow the knees to drop down. In your practice, extend laying down straddle stretch. And release back down. Take the knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug to finish. And release the legs down into the mat. Take your palms to face up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to take 5 breaths into Shavasana. Let's begin to stretch out our arms above our head. To really help your shoulder stretch. See to keep the back of the hands and the arms flat upon the floor. As you reach nice and tall, and exhale, reach up to the ceiling with the hands, activate your core into a seated position. Very good. Okay. We'll finish there today. Well done, everybody. Challenge ourselves. Start to lean into a few arm balances. A few more to come. Hope you're feeling a little bit more stretched and a little bit more challenged. Now that we've kind of just put the feelers out with that and know that we're in a position where we can do this safely at home, then we'll start to ramp it up a little bit next week. Namaste.